All right, so we are back here for a part 4. And the next thing I want to show you is how to do a weigh-in entry. Now, this is super helpful. So I typically don't do this during the meet just because it kind of slows things down. Typically, I'm writing all of their information down on the lifter cards. And once we are done with weigh-ins, we'll sit down here. And this really simplifies everything because all you can see on here is body weight, squat rack height, bench rack height, first squat, first bench, first deadlift, and you can just go through and type it in as you go through the cards. Again, here I only have one name in, so you can't see much, but what I like to do here is filter it. So I will just work on one flight at a time, and essentially you can filter it and select what flight you want to work on. And so that's super easy, super simple. One of the things that makes LiftingCast great. And once you're done with weigh-in entry, if their body weight is different, so I registered as a 67.5 kilo. Let's say I weighed in at 69 kilos. If I go back to the lifters page over here, it's going to show a red number saying that the body weight does not match the weight class. So once you're done with weigh-in entry, go back to that lifters page and make sure that everybody's awards weight class matches their declared awards weights, because that's going to mess up your awards later. All right, so now that we've gone over that and the weigh-in entry, which is super helpful, I want to show you next the paperwork. So, before we get to paperwork, let me actually go back. So before we do paperwork, you actually have to have the platform entered, the session entered, and flight entered. And then what you'll do is generate lot numbers. You'll get this little warning here. It shouldn't be a big deal as long as you haven't already done that. Generate lot numbers. So once that's done, you come over here to the paperwork. And as you can see, paperwork has started auto-generating. There's lots of different things they can give you for paperwork. I'm only usually using the cards. And I personally like to use version 2. So you come in to the paperwork, select version 2, and you can print. As you see, LiftingCast gives you all of the cards with their name, birthday, divisions, and everything already ready for you. And I like to print these out before we actually get to weigh-ins so you can write down their attempts, their rack heights, and everything there. All right. Let's see. Is there anything else? So we've gone over cards, or import, awards, divisions, lifters, weigh-in entry, paperwork. Stats is going to show information at the end of the meet. This is just fun to look at. I'm competitive, and I like to make sure my spotters and loaders are moving efficiently. Video overlays. This starts getting into live stream stuff, and I'm not going to go over that today. Results, I showed you how that works in this meet and in one of our old meets. Roster is just going to be a list of all of the lifters and their names and what platform and flight they're in. Platform 1, we only have one platform at this meet. And so here you're going to start getting into the actual running of the meet. So here on the run page, this is where your scoring table is actually going to run the meet. For this one, I am going to go to one of our old meets so I can kind of show you what that looks like in a meet that's already full. So let's go to that meet we did earlier this year again. All right. I must type that in wrong. Let's try it again. What? Huh. That's odd. All right, we are back and we figured out what was going on. But I'm running out of time anyway, so we're going to start a new video. I'll see you for part 5.